is Monday morning, Motivational Monday. We are to the top of a brand new week. New beginnings begin. New goals are being set. New dreams are being dreamed. People are just accomplishing things in life you just never knew was possible. But it's all happening here at Team Effort Network. We are changing people's lives one spray and one prayer at a time. Well, family, you have dialed into the Team Effort lifestyle call where you will hear things that will move you from fact to faith to action. If you hear a little bit more excitement in my voice this morning, I'm smiling because I am so excited. This is the week. We are heading to Las Vegas, Nevada. Woo, I can't wait. Well, family, the line is open. Go right ahead. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
Headed for Las Vegas, Nevada. DC in the house. Robert Smith.
Headed for Las Vegas, indeed, Robert. Oh, I cannot wait to get there. How are you this morning?
Great, now, fantastic.
Are you guys already there?
No, I'm headed Thursday.
Oh, you haven't ready to do? Okay, cool. Well, I wish we were all on the same flight. That would be just too much. We could get the whole plane on the vitamin spray before we landed. But that's okay. You guys get one plane, we'll get the next. Well, Robert, good to hear you this morning, sir. All right, Sally, who else is with us this morning? Go ahead, give me your name. Where are you calling in from?
Sandy Goins, Springdale, Maryland, and I can't wait till you guys get back and bring me the information of the new product.
Sandy, let me tell you, I'm just so sad that you won't be there, girl. Woo, I can just... I can look. People already told me, look, put me on the freeway. Get some video tool set up. Let's get me plugged in some kind of way. I'm telling you that if you can't get there.
I'm asking to get a text or something. Take a picture. Send me a text.
Well, if we can calm ourselves down enough to send out a text, we will try. So as soon as we get off the ceiling, we will try to get the word out what the movement is. Oh, well, thank you for being here, Sandy. Come on, Sandy. Who is with us this morning? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Nikisha for Berkeley, California. I'm so excited.
Nikisha, I bet you are. I listened to you on Mr. T's call I think it was last Thursday. I know, was it Thursday? It had to be Tuesday. You guys were on fire on that call.
Yes. Can't help it.
Oh, my goodness. I think the word is spread. We don't even know what's going to happen. We just know it's going to be something big, and we're excited about it, right, Nikisha?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, good to hear you this morning. All right, family, who else is with us? Go right ahead. Introduce yourself.
Jesse Bowden, work. Calling from work.
How are you, Jesse?
Hey, outstanding, Pastor Denise. Got to get it in how I can get it. Thank you.
Look, Jesse with the government, he's at the Pentagon. They got to keep these straight faces, you know. Sitting there laughing at them, they're probably wondering, what is he smiling about?
Exactly. They're going to find out soon, though.
Well, welcome to the call, Jesse. Thank you for sneaking your call in. Keep it coming, family. Who's with us this morning? Okay, everybody else will work.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Thank you all for being here this morning. And as I said earlier, if you hear a little bit more excitement in my voice, I'm telling you, we are just days away from arriving into Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's going to be exposed really soon what this new movement is. What is this story that has never been told? What is this new product that is going to be history in the making, the first to market, the highest of quality in this ingredients in this product? I just cannot wait until it comes on that big screen and Melon Imaging exposes what the movement is. Ooh, wait. And I tell you, family, if we can calm ourselves down enough to get the word back home to those who cannot make it, and but those who cannot make it, I'm just so sorry. I'm so sorry. You all cannot be there, but it's not too late. Plane tickets go on sale at any given time. Tuesday, sometimes they say it's the best day of the month. to look for, that's the other week to search for airfare. So don't quit. It's still not too late. And there's rooms available. Of course, there's still rooms available all up and down the strip in Las Vegas. So if you want to be a part of that history in the making, if you want to be on the video, if you want to be interviewed, if you want to meet Melanie McGill and Robert Dickens and all the great family and corporate and meet all the great leaders that's around the globe that's going to be coming to Las Vegas, Nevada, I suggest you get your little self there because it is going to be so worth it. So worth it. We know this new product is family. We've heard that Mel said it's going to be very easy to sample. So, I'm kind of thinking these PTPs are going to be a little different now. I think they're looking more like health seminars. And I'm seeing, big conference rooms. Not, they won't be able to be held in the basement of your homes or in little community centers. You're going to have to really have some big space to hold all the people that are going to be coming that's going to want to hear about this new movement. You have to understand movement changes things, that there's history. It's something that's left, it's a legacy that's left. And we're at the forefront of this. You hear me? We're at the forefront of this new movement that is about to be introduced to the industry. And I'm excited. We're going to get tools. There's going to be a video. We're going to have tools to promote it and to market it. And it only gets better. 2015, there's just something about this year. There's something in the atmosphere. You can sense it. You can feel it. I don't think that you can fail in this year unless you just don't try. I mean, the only way you can fail in 2015, the only way you just cannot reach your goals is if you just don't set them and if you don't do anything to accomplish them. I really believe that's the only way you can fail. Whatever your heart desire, your passion, whatever you've been trying to do, 2015, I believe, has been ordained for that dream to become reality. So you have to take advantage of it. You got to see it. You got to put it out there in the atmosphere. You got to speak it. You got to believe it. You got to plant the seed. You got to plant the ground has been cultivated. Come on, family. And keep before you the Power of Two, the 1 year Power of Two Health and Wealth Challenge. With this new movement, everyone that is in 10 right now can accomplish that challenge. And we know what that means when that challenge has been accomplished. Come 2015 January, you're setting free. Financially, you're free. This is just 1 year to accomplish this goal. And our compensation plan is the only compensation plan that's going to offer you that type of monthly residual. And understand that's just one way that this compensation plan pay you. That's just one way. There's 10 ways that we get paid in this compensation plan. And guess what? With this new movement, I don't know. There may be some other ways that we're going to be able to add to our financial freedom. Well, let me try to calm down. As you all know, this is Motivational Monday. My buddy, Pastor Dale, will not be here with me today. But every Monday morning, we bring on this phenomenal woman, Miss Nikisha Bond. And Nikisha, she was on Mr. T, Show Me the Money Call last week. This girl was so lit up, on fire. And it was 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific. So, it was 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. She was so on fire. I felt the energy come to that phone. I had to jump up and run around in my living room. That girl was on fire. I don't know what she took that day. She must have took a double push on that double boost, on that B boost. But I'm excited to bring to the call once again on Monday our coach, Nikisha Bond. Are you there?
That's for you, Kevin Bond. Oh, welcome to the future.
Girl, Nikisha, I was on Mr. T, Show Me the Money Call last week, and you were on there. I think you opened up. And my goodness, girl, you were on fire. What did you get a hold of the new product before we did?
No, they're keeping that tight-lipped. But I had my B-Boost and my Cell Energy. Keisha knows how I get up. We get in fuego. You put two of us on a call, and it's going down.
Well, that's what happened. It was a very wonderful call. I had a wonderful time listening in. And, I suggest everyone, plug your guests and your friends on these evening calls. It's just such a wonderful boost. At the end of the day, Mr. T is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Donald Joseph and Lord Gibson and Renetta Hall, they're on Wednesdays and Sunday evenings. So take advantage of all the knowledge that's going forth and the ways you can stay plugged in to what's happening in the Team Up Network. Well, Coach, what do you have for us today?
Okay, so today I wanted to talk about getting into peak performance. Because, we started this new business. Maybe you're new on this journey. Maybe you've been on this journey for financial freedom for a while. But the thing is that in order to get something that you've never had, you're going to have to become someone that you've never been. And in order to do that, you're going to have to make sure you're operating in peak performance. So what does that mean? It just means in all areas of your life that you're working on it, that you're moving forward, that you're continuing to read and educate yourself. You know, education doesn't stop after you graduate from high school or college. Education is a lifelong journey. And a lot of times people forget that. And so in order to remember that, in order to make sure that we're operating in peak performance, here's some questions we can ask yourself. Now, I'm not that smart, so I actually didn't make these up. These came from Tony Robbins, but I love him. And that's the great thing about this whole industry is you can find lots of great leaders out there, lots of great speakers who have been there, who have done that, to kind of show you the way and just to make sure, are you traveling on the right path? Are you doing the right thing so that you can accomplish your goals? So that's the whole point, right, is for us to accomplish our goals. So here are some questions that we can ask ourselves. What am I positive about in my life? This is a really important question because I found that life is pretty negative. I mean, I'll meet people and I'll say, hey, how's it going? And I'm just thinking, you know, I'm going to get the normal, well, you know, it's going good. How's it going for you? But then sometimes people will just break down. And some lady told me that she's losing her house. And I'm like, whoa, life is hard out there for a lot of people. And we have to remind ourselves about all the good things that are going on, because just like you can be attracted to all the negative things and spend all your time focusing on negative things, you can also be attracted to positive things and spend all your time focusing on positive things. And when you kind of get yourself directed in that positive section, when you're really focused on all the good things that are going on, you're going to attract more good things to you. And a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people get into that negative mind frame, and they always think that bad things are going to happen to them, versus I always think that good things are going to happen to me. And if something bad happens to me, yeah, okay, well, maybe something bad did happen. But look at all these positive things that happen. We have to make sure we ask ourselves, what are we positive about in life? What are we pumped up about in life? I mean, you can tell from Pastor Denise's voice that she is pumped up about this weekend. That is no joke. And how we do anything is how we're going to do everything. When you approach life with excitement, that comes through, and that's attractive, and people are attracted to this. And I know a lot of times you guys hear these calls, and you're thinking, Nikisha, what does this have to do with growing my business? What does it have to do with me making more money? How does this get me more, get to financial freedom? These are the intangible truths that a lot of people aren't teaching, right? We don't learn this in school. This is all something that I've learned outside of school. You know, school teaches us to be employees. That was the whole mindset of school, to make sure that you raise good workers. But if you want to just be a good worker, if you want to be a great, successful business owner, these are the little intangible truths that we have to take hold of. You have to live life with excitement. And if you wake up in the morning and you think, you know what, I'm not excited about anything in life. Everything is just humdrum or just going downhill. You got to really assess what's going on, guys, because we have to be in that state of excitement. What am I purposely pursuing in life? This is a huge one. What is your purpose? You know, there's so many people, not anybody on this line, of course, because you guys are all on a Motivational Monday call, so it doesn't really apply to you. But your team, you're going to be getting new people who are going to join who really don't have any purpose in life. And they come to these presentations, they come to these PTPs, they go to the big Saturday events, they go to this big event that we're having this weekend, and they realize there's something more. I don't know how to put my finger on it, but there's something more. I'm meant to do something more. And that's why we have to ask ourselves, are we purposefully living, or are we just existing? And that's really important, because just because you wake up in the morning and the blood gushes around and you breathe air in and out doesn't mean that you're actually living a purposeful life. So we have to ask ourselves, what have I done in my life that I'm thankful about? Oh, you guys, gratitude. You know what? I learned, this is what I learned about gratitude. When you're grateful about the things that you have, you open up your life to receive more. And here's why. When you always keep thinking about lack and what you don't have, you tend to hold on to what you have, which means that you can't receive anymore. Here's a good example. You know, I'm taking groceries out of the car last night, and I got them both in my hand, 2 bags in both of my hands. And my kid wants to hand me something else. Well, I got 2 groceries in my hand. If I'm holding on to all these groceries, I can't receive anything else. And that's the same thing. If we're not grateful about what we have, or we're just holding on tight to everything we have because we're so afraid to lose it, we have no room to receive more. So gratefulness gives us that space, gives us that relaxation, that freedom to receive more. So it's really important that we ask ourselves, what are we grateful for? You should wake up in the morning and be grateful for everything. And if all you can be grateful for is the fact that you woke up that morning, then take that and run with it and be excited about it, because that's something to be really excited about. So it doesn't have to be something great. It doesn't have to be something huge. It can be something as, my kids got to school on time. Praise God. I woke up this morning. Hey, I sold a spray. Hey, I talked to a new person today. Be thankful for every little thing that you do. And what am I persistent about being, doing, or having in my life right now? Whatever you're going to do in life, it's going to require persistence. You're going to have to persevere, because there's going to be days that you're going to wake up and not want to do something. There's going to be days that you're going to hear, one of the leaders tell you to do something and you're thinking, oh, I can't, or I don't want to, or I don't feel like I have to. And you have to make sure that you are persistent about whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. Sorry, I'm driving right now and there's a cop. Sorry. Another thing I learned, and this one I learned from you, Pastor Denise, that I think is super, super important. Hey, Pastor Denise, I'm going to put you guys on Bluetooth, so it might sound like I'm kind of far away, but there's a cop following me. So hold on.
Okay, sure, I understand. All right, I'm back. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes, we can. Okay, I'm sorry about that. He's passing me, so I'll be able to go back on the other one. Look at him living outside the law, guys. But Pastor Denise, this is what I think you taught me is really, really important, is we need to ask for help. Yeah. If we ask for help, if we don't ask for the things that we want, our chances of getting them answered are slim to none. And so, I have a really bad problem with this. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not a person who tends to ask for help, And I think a lot of times it happens with people who are business owners. We get used to doing everything ourselves. We get used to having all the answers. We get used to people coming to us for all the answers. That when we get stuck, or when we get into a place where, oh my gosh, we don't know what to do, or we're indecisive, we don't tend to ask for help, because we think that we're the ones who should have all the answers. Well, you know what? You don't have the answers. I don't have all the answers. Nobody has all the answers. And the great thing about this business, guys, is that even though you're in business for yourself, you have your own business, you're going to file your own taxes, take your own deductions, run your own organization. You're not by yourself. You're always going to have people who are going to be here and who are going to be vested in your success. And this is really, really important when it comes to peak performance, because you're going to get to a place where you don't know. You're going to get to a place where you can't. And you're going to get to a place where you don't know what you're supposed to do next. And you're going to have to ask somebody for help. And it's okay to ask for help. And we have to be okay with asking for help if we're going to move into this new area in your life. Because the great thing about it is someone always has been there or done that before and help you navigate those waters. So be open to asking people for help. I know that's something that I have to work on. And so I just want to throw that out there. Okay, so those are some of the questions that we can ask ourselves, right, Pastor Denise? And there's more questions. I'll post them on Facebook, so you guys can have a whole list of things that we're going to ask ourselves in the morning, ask ourselves in the evening, so we can just make sure that we are constantly staying on that track of working at our top performance. But in addition to asking ourselves questions, what are some things that we can do to also make it a little bit easier to live that peak performance life? Here's one. Number one, I'm going to give you about 8. Number one, read at least 15 minutes from an empowering or uplifting book. This one has literally changed my life, guys. I'm going to admit this on national radio, as we call it, but I read in the bathroom all the time, because that's probably the only place I can find peace and quiet. And I always keep my Kindle in the bathroom, and every time I go into the bathroom, I always read a little bit of my book. And, you think, oh, just reading a little bit every single day, I'm never going to finish this book. This book has 500 pages, but you'd be surprised how far you can get in a very short amount of time just reading every single day. And what this really does is put you in the right mind space, guys. It gets you feeling like, yes, I can accomplish the world, especially if you read a book that's going to help take you to the next level. There's tons of books out there. I'm not going to give you guys a list of all the great books that you can read, but there's tons of books that you can read that can help you to reach your goals, help you to get to the successful place that you want to get. Number 2, unplug the TV. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Family, it's Monday, and I love you, and I do this for love for you. I'm sorry, TV is just ratchet. It has just gotten so downhill. Now, there's some great programs out there. I'm not saying that you have to get rid of all the TV, but if you're ever feeling like you're in a negative space, or you're feeling like you're not really achieving the results that you want,
clicking off that TV is going to do a world of good for you, because there's really not very many positive shows on TV. They're going to help you get and to accomplish your goals. And so I'm just going to throw that out there, family. You just have to make sure that you're looking at what goes into your eyes and your ears. And I meant to mention this earlier. Another reason why we're always asking ourselves how we feel is because, remember, our feelings are a great indication to what we're thinking about. And if you're in a really negative space, you got to look at what you're listening to. You got to look at what you're reading. You got to look at what's going in your eyes, what's going in your ears, so that you can start to make corrections. Our feelings are God's gift of ways of telling us what we're thinking about, because you can't monitor every thought. We have tens of thousands of thoughts every single day. I mean, right now I'm talking to you guys. I'm, driving in traffic. I'm looking out for that cop, make sure he doesn't see me talking on the phone to you guys. And so I'm doing lots of different things, but my feelings, I feel happy. I feel really good. You know why? Because I'm excited about the future. I'm excited what future has to hold for me. And so that lets me know what I'm actually thinking about most days. Number 3, listening to empowering tape every day. There's so many great leaders out there, guys. There's so many great speakers out there. And you really want to make sure that you're listening to them every single day, because motivation is like a bath. You got to take it every single day. I can motivate myself today, but I can guarantee you I go through enough trials and tribulations. Tomorrow I'm going to need much more motivation. And the more you do it every single day, the more you get used to it. And the more you start to correct yourself, and the more you start to default to this empowering frame of mind. But it doesn't just happen just because we want it to. Just because we think it's a good idea that I stay positive every single day doesn't mean that you're going to stay positive every day, because life is life and it happens to everybody. You don't know who's on the phone right now going through what. And so the more that we can start to correct ourselves, the more that we can live with a purpose and be intentional about the things that we do, we will start to see those positive results in our lives. The newspaper. Well, not very many people read the newspaper, but how about blogs or, just articles online? Studies have found that negative articles get more readership. They get shared more often. So people tend to post more of those on the internet. And so what does that mean? That means that we're getting bombarded with tons and tons of negative images, negative thoughts, negative things. One of the things I heard this weekend, I can't remember what I was watching, but it was some show that was talking about something, and they just kept repeating this phrase, if it sounds too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true. And it's like, who decided that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is? I mean, we've said that so long that we just kind of take it as some, truth, I guess. But I've heard lots of things that sound too good to be true, and then they are true, and it's really good that they were true. So I never understood where that came from, but that's just part of the things that happen when you're reading all the different things on TV, when you're listening to all these different negative commentaries. People get you into a negative frame of mind. I think it's a sense of control. Anyways, number 5, limit or disassociate with negative people. In 2013, I purged so many people out of my life. I had to. I could not deal with all the negativity anymore. And I can't have people in my life who don't add value. That's just me. But I think it's a good thing for you too, to just take stock of the people that you're hanging around with. If you're hanging around someone who's doom and gloom all the time, even though you're a positive person, and this is what I found, most doom and gloom people stuck onto positive people, right? Because as themselves, they're negative, right? So they have to be around positive people to help them to feel better. So I've always found that every positive person has some negative person that kind of hangs around them all the time. But eventually they will start to suck the joy and life out of you. And so I just say, limit your interactions with negative people. If you're not strong enough, disassociate with negative people. Whatever you got to do to make sure that you are focused on your goals, that you are focused on the positive life that you have ahead, and that you're looking at all the things that you have going right for you. I can tell you right now, you can find a whole litany of people who will tell you that this won't work, that whatever you're doing won't work, that whatever you're thinking isn't real. Why do you have your heads in the cloud? Why do you think you're going to have financial freedom? You can have all these people who have all these negative things to say. And it's best to just disassociate with them, because my husband has tried this many, many times from his negative family, but you can't change them. And the more you try and spend time changing them, the more it's just going to drag you down. So limit or disassociate. Take time for reflection and prayer. This is really, really important. And this is where these peak performance questions come in. Just check in with yourself. Check in with your feelings. This is what we have to do as leaders, ladies and gentlemen. We have to put our thoughts under control. We have to correct ourselves, because we've been raised or we've been taught certain things since birth. And, some people were lucky enough to hear about it when they were younger. Some people weren't lucky enough to hear about it until they were older. whatever it is, we have to be in control of our thoughts all the time. So you always want to take time for reflection. You always want to be praying. You always want to be making sure that you're in that mind state that's being very self-reflective of who you are and what you're about. Very, very important. And then the last two, this is just really good for health and fitness. You just want to make sure you drink a lot of water. Water helps to keep the brain functioning at optimal performance. And a lot of us don't get a lot of water. We drink a lot of sugary drinks and sodas. And it's just important that our body gets hydrated. And then to exercise. Even if all you're going to do is walking, the Heart Association says you need at least 30 minutes of activity every single day, to help a healthy function of the heart. That all of these help us to get into that peak performance, because when you exercise, when you drink a lot of water, when you are praying, when you're limiting your TV, when you're reading an empowering book, when you're hanging around people who are positive and motivating, all of these things help you to be the kind of person that inside you are. So if you're listening to that list that I just gave you and you're saying, you know what, Nikisha, I'm saying all of those things, I bet you feel pretty good about yourself. Good for you. You should feel good about yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a big squeeze. That's really, really important that you take time to celebrate your successes. And if you're listening to these things and you say, wow, I have a long way to go, you know what the good thing is you have time because today. And today can be the day that you're going to start doing all of these things. Today, maybe you'll cut off the TV a little bit earlier. Maybe you'll read a little bit of that book. Even if you can't do 15 minutes, maybe just do a couple of pages. Maybe you'll ask yourself and check in with yourself and say, am I living purposely? Am I being positive? Am I excited about life? And just check in to see where your feelings are. And if you're answering no to those questions, start thinking about what you can do to be more positive. Reach out to your sponsor. Reach out to your upline. And this event, I have to say before we go, this event is going to be a great opportunity for you to just press the flesh with all the names that you hear. Get some names and numbers. Because I can tell you, I've been to these events tons of times. And one of the things that I always do is I'm gathering business cards. Oh, yes, you better believe it. I want everybody's number on there. I need Mendo's number in case I have somebody who speaks Spanish. I need Terry's number. I need everybody's number. I always make sure that I get out there and I reach out because you never know when you're going to need help. And it's okay to ask for help. And so I hope that this has blessed somebody today. If you were struggling with something, or even if you're not struggling, it's okay, because even if you're not struggling and you're doing great, it's always good to check in with yourself and see, how can I do better? How can I get more? Because the more that you have, the more, right, Pastor Denise, the more that's given, the more that's going to be required of you. You're going to have to give back more. If you're sitting here and saying, yep, I got all this, then it's going to be your responsibility to pour into your team and help them to get out of any of the struggles that they're going to have. So, Pastor Denise, this was an honor of you, and I appreciate you and all that you do and how much you give to this team on a day-to-day basis and how much you bless everyone and are positive for people and just help get people going and motivated and excited about life. So this was one for you, Pastor Denise. Back to you.
Wow. Coach Nikisha Bond, my goodness, this is awesome. Every Monday you bring something so powerful to the call, and it's so true. It's so necessary. And Nikisha's correct. She says, when you're given much, it's going to be required of you to give much. And much is given, much is required. I love the way Keisha titled this, Are You Performing at Your Peak Performance? Peak performance, and the bullet points that she gave as a checkpoint to see if you are. I love it when she said, she started off by saying, I'm meant to do something more. Have you ever asked yourself that? I'm meant to do something more. You just knew within yourself, you just know within yourself, you're meant to do more than what you are doing. And that's how where it starts. But then what are you going to do about that? Knowing that within yourself, you were created to do something more than what you're doing. You have to, you have to pursue that. That becomes your life journey to discover what it is you're meant to do. These wonderful bullet points that she gave, I'm telling you, I'm checking them off. I'm like, yep, I got that one. Yep, I do that one. Yep, I did that. Yep, I'm doing this. And the reading, goodness, the reading, it's amazing how reading just kind of sets the pace. It feeds you. It gets your brain going. It gets your thoughts and your visions, your ideas going. And you have a book. I keep a book with me all the time in my car, in my bags. And I'll just pick it up and open it, and I'll turn to a page, and I'll read something. And it's so motivational, but it'll get me going. Like, I'm going to give you a little tip. I'm giving an example. I just picked up this book in my car. I'm going to read this to you, and I just want you to experience what just a little good something read, how it just moves you. Now, this is from The Dream Giver. I like this book, The Dream Giver, and it says, The dream giver gave me a big dream before I was born. I just finally woke up to it. My dream is what I do best, what I most love to do. How could I have missed it for so long? I had to sacrifice and make big changes to pursue my dream, but it will be worth it. It makes me sad to think that so many nobodies are missing something so big. Just that look right there, just go, whoa, boy, that just inspires me right there. It just lifts me up. It makes me want to go out and make sure everybody else is living their dream and living their purpose. So, yes, pick up a book and read it as often as you can. Just have a look. It only took a couple of minutes to read that, but it was enough to get me going for the day. Unplug that TV. She said, turn that thing off. That thing is, that TV is what's something else you used to call it. It's programming you. What is it? Programs, because they're programming you. Well, TV is now, you can program what you want to watch when you're on. So if I want to see something, I'll, record it. And then when I'm ready to calm down and chill out and take a chill pill, I'll watch it when I want to. So the TV is just a waste of time. Get away from negative people, of course. You want to always protect your atmosphere. And reflection and prayer, my goodness, how can you make it without that? You just can't do it without prayer. There's no way in the world you can do anything without prayer. I'll start with prayer. Drinking good water. I thank Terry Whitener because Terry Whitener really turned me on to the importance of drinking alkaline water. I took it seriously, and I got me a machine that makes alkaline water. So, and that makes a difference. Drinking water is necessary to the body. You have to drink good water. And then exercise. I thank God for my coach, Monica Jones. I just started this year, family, really getting into exercising, and I feel the difference. All these things are really necessary because they keep you healthy and strong and motivated, keep your blood flowing, your brain functioning. It keeps ideas coming. So these things are not just said to entertain your ears. This word that Keisha gave this morning, these are things that are necessary. They're like the perfect recipe for living a great life of success and being successful and making sure you're prepared mentally and physically and spiritually to do the things that God has ordained you to do. Coach Nikisha Bond, thank you so much for that. So empowering. I love it. And I appreciate everything you bring to the table. Well, family, let's go out to the UK with Dr. Anita Poole with our comments and coach for today. Dr. Poole, are you there? Dr. Anita Poole, are you there? And if not, as you know, sometimes Dr. Poole has a little technical difficulties when she's trying to connect with us. It's a blessing that she's able to be in tune with us every day, all the way from the UK, because their time difference. I think it's like 5 o'clock in the morning there or something like that, where it's, we're at 10, 11 o'clock on 11 o'clock on East Coast and Pacific time. So we do appreciate Dr. Poole that tunes in with us every day on this call and just on everything that we do. So since Dr. Poole may be having technical difficulties, let's see if our one star, Kevin Bond, is there. One star, Kevin Bond, are you there, sir?
My backup plan. We got a backup plan, don't we, Doc? We got a backup plan, don't we, Pastor? I always have a backup plan. Amen. That's exactly right, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Well, good morning. Good morning to everybody on the planet. And Dr. Poole is coming on soon. You just come on and interrupt us. No problem there. If you can get on, come on in there. We'd be glad to have you, of course. Pastor, man, what a great week, guys. We got this week is the week we all been anticipating, as you know. Nikisha Bond, awesome job. You are awesome. Love your teaching and training and just great information that you all gave us today. And I want to encourage everybody, guys, too. Pastor Niece, I don't have any televisions in my home. I took them out years ago. And when we basically got internet, just get rid of your televisions, ladies and gentlemen. Please do that and put that money back into your business right now. And the reason why I did that, Pastor, I was paying for bills. I was mostly on the internet, and everything you need is online today. I mean, unless you just like watching television, everything you need is online. Now, we encourage people to stay up to date what's going on in the world, around their community, things like that. You can do that in 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, on the internet today. So I want to encourage everybody to get rid of that television. And you can watch movies for free and all kind of stuff. You ain't got to spend all that money right now. Our goal, Pastor Denise, as you know, and Nikisha, we want to go out and purchase movie theaters or have one in your home. You know what I'm saying? Have your own personal theater. You want to have your own television network. I'm talking about investing in networks, ladies and gentlemen, that you influence to change that programming. Because you're right, Nikisha, that programming is so negative. I get offensive just even watching it. Why am I watching this? I should be watching this in my home. This is ridiculous, you know. So the program is just not even right for adults. It's so negative, you know. It's just amazing. So I just want to encourage you to rethink your bills, some of your programming, things that's coming to your home. It's very, very important that you monitor and make sure stuff does not come into your home. Like you said, we used to call it, Pastor, the one-eyed monster. We used to call it the one-eyed monster. That's what we used to call it because it was so negative. You know, we just said it wasn't helping nobody. People were still broke after a year. They still were broke, but they watched television shows. I says, come on, people, turn that thing off and turn that around. You know, that's what we got excited about. And you got to understand, millionaires don't watch a lot of TV, ladies and gentlemen, but they own a lot of stations, though. They own a lot of TV, but they don't watch a lot of TV. And that's powerful because they're making money. That's what we're talking about. Hey, Pastor Denise, we're excited about the weekend. I tell you, we can't wait to see everybody that's going to be there. And look, we got a theme today called Strong Finish. That's what we're doing. We're strong today. I want everybody to finish strong. Each and every day, we take it one day at a time towards success. As you know, Pastor Denise and Nikisha, one day at a time. You want you to finish strong each and every day. Are you ready for some quotes, Pastor? Are you ready for some quotes for today? I hope they help somebody out there today. Are we ready? I love it.
Yes, sir. Let's empower them.
All right, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, today we want you to finish strong. We want you to start strong. Like Nikisha mentioned, wake up and take charge of the day. That is so important, ladies and gentlemen. When you wake up, just before you get started, you need to just take charge of the whole day and get done what you have to do. The first quote comes from Ralph Manstrom. He says, start strong, stay strong, and finish strong by always remembering why you're doing it in the first place, right? You always got to just remember, what am I doing? Why am I excited? Why am I getting up early? Why am I staying up late? Why am I traveling to do TTPs? Why am I going to Las Vegas? Why am I going to San Ramon, California, to a headquarters for TEI? Why am I going to see Mel and Amy? Why do I want to go to the Northeast to go see Pastor Dale and Pastor Denise? Why do I want to go fly out to California to see Nikisha Bond and all the leaders out there as well? Very important to know why you're doing it in the first place. And once you realize that, you get excited all over again. Hey, another quote says, it's all about finishing strong now, ladies and gentlemen. We started the season strong, right? We started the first of the year strong. And now that's how we want to finish. We started strong this year, and that's how we want to finish. That was Mr. Bell. Hey, Lou Holtz from the basketball great legend says, attitude. Oh, man, we got to have that attitude today, ladies and gentlemen. How you respond to the challenge is in the second half will determine what you do and become during the game, whether you're a winner or a loser. That's from Lou Holtz, ladies and gentlemen. Your attitude is going to take you to another level today as well. It's so important that we have the right attitude. We want you to finish strong. We want you to start strong today and keep moving. Hey, our last quote of the day comes from Scotty Somers. Scotty says, be of strong character. This is so important. Conquer and conclude your resolutions to achieve victory. Have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. Have a plan. You must finish what you start. It is important that you finish what you start, ladies and gentlemen. So have a plan. Mel and Amy Gill have given us the plan. We have the plan. We have the vision. We have the mission. We have a crusade. I know down here in Atlanta, we're on a crusade to help people get their health back. And we had a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen, meeting people all across the city. Got several names we're following up on. And we're just excited about people coming on to our team this year, this month, and even today. And I want to encourage everybody to share, and continue, ladies and gentlemen, to invite. Set those TTPs up. I don't care where they're at. It could be a coffee shop, ladies and gentlemen. As the weather gets better, it could be out in a park somewhere. Meet some people out in the park and just share the information about our wonderful sprays. But continue to network the planet, ladies and gentlemen. And as Nikisha said earlier, welcome to your future, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Back to you guys.
That's right. One star Kevin Vaughn, you said to have a plan. I agree with you 110%. Have a plan, team. Have a plan, but not only have a plan, be committed to that plan. You can have a plan and not be committed to it. So have a plan, be committed to it. Don't lose focus, and don't move too slow. Don't move too slow, family. Folks that you might want to call somebody might beat you to the punch line. So make sure you know where you're going each and every day. Wake up and have that plan. Tell yourself, I'm meant to do something great. I love the way Nikisha opened up her lesson with that today. I am meant to do something great. And yes, you are. Each and every one of you, you were designed purposely to do something great. So if you're not doing it, you're still on that journey. You got to find what it is that you're meant to do. So this week is the week.
Wow, can't wait. Wow, it's going to be amazing. Actually, we're going to get a new spray. We're going to get a new product, I believe, also too. A new product. We're going to all be flying back. Oh, man, I'm going to be running around that building probably, most likely. That's announced.
Wow, we're going to be the first ones to get it in our hands. We're going to be the first ones to get it.
Exactly.
To learn about it, to get educated on it. We do know it is a movement. I love what Mel said. This is a movement, family.
Yeah.
You got to understand what movements are. Movements change the world. They change it. Making great health convenient. That should be posted all over your Facebook page and your text messages and your emails. Just let your folks know. Making great health convenient is on the way. Project THW TAG. Project THW THG. Highest quality of ingredients made here in the U.S.
Amen.
First to market.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it.
Away from that.
Oh, man, incredible. Incredible, Pastor.
Excited. So,
amen. Hey, Pastor, you know what I wanted to share with everybody real quickly. People that do marketing do one thing, ladies and gentlemen. When they come out with a new product, the first thing they do, they say the first 1,000 people will get this product at the price, whatever the price is. The first 1,000 people will get this price at whatever the price is. So I'm excited about putting that out there, guys. When we get our new product, I'm going to say the first 1,000 people, you will be the first to get this wonderful product at this wonderful price. And believe me, your sales are going to go through the roof on the retail side. And people are going to say, well, how can I get involved? And then your business is going to go up another 1,000%, I believe, because people are going to be popping in your business on your downline, ladies and gentlemen, and in your business. So get excited about getting ready to market a new product, just like everybody else does. The first 1,000 people will be the first to get this product, the first in the world to be released. Isn't that powerful? So get ready to market. Get ready to share on social media, guys, because people are looking for better health. They're looking for a new opportunity, and we have it in 10. Thank you, Mel and Amy Gill. Thank you, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Nikisha. Back to you guys. I am jacked. I'm running around my house right now. I love it.
People are wanting better health. They are really wanting better health, and they want it to be convenient. And that's what I love about our vitamin sprays. Folks are just getting healthy, and it is very convenient to pick up the spray and just spray. And just know that you're giving yourself some great nutrition. It does work. So like you said, Kevin Vaughn, the THW Project, Mel said that the high retail profit is going to be amazing. Amazing, family. To have the tools to market it and to sample it and to show this, I think, we're being set up once again for great success. Mel said the first goal is to at least go 50 million, family, with this product. At least, with 50% of that being paid out to the field. So get your running shoes on, lace them up, tighten them up, and get ready to hit the pavement running. Because this is going to be a non-stop marathon. But we will come 2016 is over. Keep the Power 2 1-year Power 2 challenge before you, because this is only going to help you to get there quicker. The Power of 2, family. All you're being asked to do is to share it with 2 and help those 2 to share with 2. This cannot be more convenient. Not only is great health more convenient, increasing your finances is going to be made convenient as well. Take advantage of what's being offered in Team Up Network. And don't hold back. Tell everyone you know, because everyone wants good health and everyone wants to be financially free. Thank you all for being here today. It's been an amazing call, Nikisha Vaughn. Thank you for those bullet points and tips on peak performance. Now get off this phone, family, and go to work. There's some things to share. There's some things to tell some people.
That's right. Meet 10 people today. Meet 10 people. Meet 10 people today, guys. Meet some people. Meet these 10 people today, guys. Tell them about your business.
That's right. Tell 10 people. Tell this photograph that follow 2 people. And be back. Join the Spanish call. Don't forget that pretty We'll be on the Spanish call at 9:10 Pacific, 12:10 Eastern Standard Time. So get your Spanish speaking guests on the line. Let's hear what's happening, family. Back tomorrow morning to hear more great things of what's happening prior to this big movement. That's the lifestyle call. Family, you are loved and you are appreciated. God bless you all. Have a blessed day on purpose.